spectating. Alright, what the hell's going on here? So we're playing Groaning Storehouse. No more memes. I gotta pay attention. Alright. So what do we have? We have Storehouse. We have a player running to the edge of the map. That's gonna be Jake. No corrupt intervention. Let's see what else we got going on. We have shiny nachos. A couple LOD perks. Pretty standard build. Another deception player. Very interesting. Okay. This time we have more of a really deceiving build here. We're gonna keep an eye on this. Look like no ruin based on the check that I saw. Well, that's gonna be Ghostface. What do we know about Ghostface? We have Sloppy Butcher, Thana, so we're going to have some double slowdown here, looking to injure players and hit and run playstyle. Very smart what the Ghostface is doing here. You want to stab and go if you're going to be running this type of build, and we have pop for gen regression, so looking to apply a lot of pressure very early. Close call there. That was a sprint burst, though, so I don't blame him for making that mistake. Good. Head is kind of hurting, so I'm here to vibe. Well, I'm glad you're here. And I hope you had a great holiday season, too. Catch me in the league. No one can catch me. No more memes. What's the point of being here? I just meant I got to focus on the gameplay. Last time you were here, I wasn't paying any attention. All right. So we're going to be using this toolbox here. Cleansing a totem. What do we have? Maybe suspecting some type of Undying-esque build. I didn't see Ruin myself, though, so... I'm assuming I'm going to miss a lot of deception coming out of darkness this game. Maybe some tricky pebbles, as well as some red herring plays. So, try my best to keep my eye on him. That's going to be Ace right there, running through. Playing Ghostface in a way, I think you really have to play Ghostface to be very successful. This like hit and run play style, you're playing like a pseudo Wraith. So your objective is to stalk people when you can, when they're just obviously not paying any attention. Great mind game there, too, by the Ghostface player. But most of the time you're going to be playing with Wraith. You're going to be looking to stab, apply that Sloppy Butcher, get that Thana value to, you know, reduce the repair progress, and then move across the board and apply that pressure in other circumstances. Ghostface doesn't really have anything to help in chase, so, you know, outside of your power, you're just a 115 movement speed killer, so. It's my fault. I'm just free content. You should be charging me. Yeah, if you want to send me a bill on PayPal, please, by all means, pass it over. What was that noise? I haven't heard that really thick drum noise. What was that? Anyways, we're gonna be popping gens. Hell no, I don't play the Nightmare. No disrespect to any Nightmare players. I'm not a fan of Freddy myself, though. All right, so let's see what our other players are doing. Looks like we're all healing over the hook, which is a-okay, and looks like we're gonna have some play. Everyone's kind of grouped up here. FTP sees the Ghostface. I don't think these two players see where Ghostface is, though. So Ghostface is gonna be at Shack. We'll see how FTP positions to play here. I like this blade too. It's kind of cool. Don't really see that blade often on Ghostface. And do we have Kindred on the Jake player? We have Kindred on Meg. We don't have Kindred on this player. So Meg is going to have all of the information here. We got snapped out of power here, too. Sees one player going for the save on the right. Should be able to save this player before tier 2ing. Oh, that was like a just frame save. That was very close. Good on the Survivor team to get that on hook prior to tier 2. So Ghostface is just going to be looking back towards the hook. There is no obsession in this game. We do have the opportunity to play dirty. We do have Nurse's Calling as well. We do have a Terror Radius, though, which is the problem. So putting the pallet down early, I respect that. Now it opens up the opportunity for a mind game here. We're going to be hitting the Ace player and maybe looking towards the Jake. Jake kind of unfortunately ran right into Ghostface. I would definitely... Very generous. Did you see this? Ghostface definitely, in my opinion, should have downed that Jake player, but felt bad maybe about them coming off a hook recently. And there's no obsession, so there's no decisive strike. So you could definitely very easily down that player and pick them up, but hats off to you, Apex, for playing very generously, I would say. God, I don't know what the hell's going on, but you speaking like a smart person, that kind of scares me. I'm used to you being smart. Understandable, completely understandable, Flu. I appreciate you tuning in regardless. All right, so let's look, see what else we have here. Looks like we're just going to be chasing a player to the mid. Definitely don't want to contest that. There's a vault there. Jake coming in, looks like, for the save. We know that Jake has borrowed time. Jake does have borrowed time, which is the top perk. But it looks like we're going to get chased down here by the Ghostface player. I'm not even going to look at that. Looks like we can do much else. True, Keck W. Not going to be able to get that flashlight save, I would imagine, based on the angle and the fact that there are walls in the shack in the way. So we're just going to stick onto the basement. Grant your 40-minute schmeat. What the fuck are we talking about? Anyways, back to the game. Let's see. What do we got going for us here? One player injured is making a lot of noise. One player in the locker. One person going for the save. We do have a pop on this gen far away from the shack. We should be able to get that save very shortly. Nobody's really pressuring any gens right now, so this could be kind of difficult for the survivors. One player spotted. We are indetectable. Not stopping this player out. I don't know if this ace player has noticed. This ace player has not noticed. Oh my god, that is a jump scare and a half for this ace player. I bet ace is like, what the hell is going on? 2 clean hits. Got caught sleeping with no terror radius on the Ghostface player. Stuff like that can happen. Probably going to be another basement, I would imagine. Maybe wants to lure them into getting stalked from an angle, and that's why they want to do this, or they just want to apply pressure immediately. Both are pretty justifiable. If you don't plan on defending the basement, it can be a waste of time to put someone in the basement, because it is fairly out of the way. So we're going to try to make use of this pop, I would imagine, very shortly. Maybe we can get a free hit, though, on the Meg. Looks like Meg isn't going to fall for it, though. Everyone is injured. This is really where you want to be as a Ghostface. We definitely hear this LED player screaming, which is why that happened. This is going to be a farm moment. I think I kind of had to go for it. Looks like they're just going to trade. Knowing the way that the Apex... I'm sorry. That was a really intelligent bait from the Ghostface player. You guys might be saying, why the hell was Ghostface teabagging? That is so disrespectful. Well, actually, the Ghostface player was baiting the Meg player with the flashlight into thinking that they were picking up the LED player, which caused the Meg player to come out of hiding, expecting to flashlight them at a certain angle. What ended up happening, however, was the Ghostface did not pick up someone, and instead was baiting it with their crouch ability. So the Meg was lured out into a false sense of security, and ended up getting very punished for it. So really heads-up play by the Ghostface player, really showing that they kind of understand how to utilize this character to the highest potential. It looks like we saw this player definitely not be able to get that vault in time. And we'll see what happens here. Maybe thought someone else was in the area for a potential flashlight save. Should definitely be able to get this save, though. Looks like maybe going for a pebble play. The classic pebble. Caught you in 4K with that pebble. Let's see if the Ghostface goes for it. Ghostface did go over to that direction. I think that might have been a good pebble bait, I'll be honest. I think that was a pebble. Got the Ghostface player off guard. We do see healing on Nurse's Calling here. Ghostface is definitely going to be taking advantage of that. Ghostface is extremely good with Nurse's Calling. Because you're stealth, so survivors can't hear you coming, so it's really easy for you to sneak up on them. You do need to be cognizant of Spine Chill. Ghostface is playing extremely well this game. This is really good. Really good light hide on the mind game there. We also saw the quick control to potentially bait out the pickup. VetX wants me to read the pasta. I'll read it for you, chat. My teacher said to me that I'll never amount to anything. I struggle with him. Guess what's so funny? Well, you see, I say to the teacher, prepares to laugh at my answer, I play nurse. The class is shocked. They merely play pleb characters like clown to feign intelligence, not grasping the humor. And sometimes I play the nightmare. Only one student laughed. I turned to see who this old genius was. It's none other than Albert Einstein. That was a pretty good fucking copy pasta over it too. We need more of those in the chat. I really like copy pastas. Most of the time it's like emote spam. That's our version of copy pastas here. I respect that. Just didn't do a lunge, just did a quick one to have the Meg player think that they were lunging based on the audio cue, and then they would drop the pallet immediately and they wouldn't get stunned as a result. Started shitposting Warhouse chat 2 days ago. That's good. Ghostface is so menacing when you just see him with no terror, just like walking towards you like that. We are getting chased. There's just a mind game that's occurring. We're just not aware of it. There's no pallet here. Oh, there is a pallet still here. That's going to be great mind games. Apex Zombies is playing really well. This is like this is a really great game out of Ghostface. I would say Ghostface is a very average tier killer. Ghostface's ability is to stealth. So they press a button and they lose their terror radius, which is normally 32 meters, but is 0 meters while they're stealth. But survivors can look at the Ghostface for a set amount of time to snap them out of stealth, so the Ghostface kind of has to like duck and weave behind stuff to prevent that from happening. Also, if you hit someone while you're in your power, it knocks you out of your power. But Ghostface can also stalk people. So if Ghostface is like in power and looking at someone and holding the stalk button, it can build up a stalking bar. And if that bar gets full, the Ghostface can take someone instantly from the healthy state to the dying state. So instead of going from healthy to injured, they go healthy to dying. So it's like, ooh, that was a good lunch. So it can be really scary. In general, Ghostface was supposed to be played initially as a killer who just kind of like stalks people and then goes for the one shot when they're not expecting it. But Ghostface has kind of evolved to become a killer that is played more with like a hit and run kind of play style. That was, yeah, there was a little bit of aim assist, but it actually paid off well. So let's go ahead and take a look. We have live here. Definitely heard this player. Looks like we're going for the lean and stalk play to build up more of a bar. Ghostface is doing a really good job of hiding behind objects to not get broken out of stealth. This is definitely going to be an exposed, right? I would imagine that this main player has been stalked for quite a bit already. Oh, you're definitely getting stalked, right? 100% you're getting stalked. All right, so now the survivor's exposed like I was explaining. So the too wide on the vault. So the player is going to be vulnerable to getting one shot by the Ghostface. It was a very fun meme build. I caught your pebble in the middle on 4K. If you want to go back and watch it, it was really funny to see. So these players should probably be looking for the hatch. It's going to be really unrealistic. Ghostface also saw the LV player. It's going to be unrealistic that they're both going to be able to get out of this trial. Ghostface player kind of sees that this player is not wiggling and is taking advantage of that by positioning closer to the other player. Once again, when you are the killer, you can hear the audio cues of the survivor wiggling as well as the effects of the struggle. So, me not understanding what the hell's going on, Nod's understanding. Nodders, can we get our Nodders in chat? Looks like Ghostface is also seeing the hatch already, so. Ghostface player could easily 4K here, but it is a custom game. I appreciate the gesture of the, you know, the hatch. It's up to them. I really don't mind either way. Looks like they kind of baited the LD player out. Normally this would be a very solid 4K for the Ghostface player, and it's up to their discretion if they want to give the hatch, you know? So, LD's on the outside. You can hear the audio cues behind. I think that was the power returning. That's what that was. That's the sound. All right. To come back near me, the loop was a bad plan, and they stayed hiding. I really lose us momentum when we could have healed or genned. I'm not certain specifically which instance, because it's hard for me to retain information as I'm casting at one instance. But yeah, you guys are definitely more than welcome to watch the VOD, maybe hear some of my comments about some of the circumstances. I know, FTP, you're a fan of Ghostface. I remember that very vividly. All right, very well played. Apex really showing off how to play Ghostface, honestly. That was really good. No add-ons either, too. So this is really kind of the way... I'm not going to say the way Ghostface is meant to be played, because I don't think this is the way Ghostface is meant to be played. I think it is the way to play Ghostface at rank 1, for sure, though.